Hey everyone, this is Dr. Retro, and in this new video I want to introduce you to my new camera. So this video you're watching is the last one that will be recorded with my old one, because this is where the future is at least for Dr. Retro, that is. So it's a JVC Everio, and the serial number is, or the type number is GCE205. It's a HD memory camcorder, and has a lot of functions that I probably won't use, but the main reason that I picked this camera is because it has a really good microphone. And one of the problems with this current camera is that the microphone, if I'm recording behind or in front of the camera, it sounds kind of hollow and doesn't sound really natural. And this one has a lot better image also, so it's full HD, and it has a better microphone, which was my main reason for buying it. So this is how it looks, but you'll of course get to see that later. It's in black. Why not? What other color would a camera be? And here on the side you see some of its specifications, but there's a sticker over it. 40 times optical zoom, super low lux, so very low light. It still films with good quality, and I actually tested that and it really works. Really does do a good job to upgrade the picture. It's a touch panel. The little side screen is touch, and which also has some nice functions. Face recognition, not something I really need. And it's a SDXC card that goes in there. So let's open it up, and there's a whole lot of bookwork in there, as usual with these kind of devices. It's not really useful to go through that with you guys, I think, because there's not really anything really interesting in there. Some other stuff. These are the accessories you can buy with the camera, so a mini HDMI to connect it to your TV, because the cable that got delivered with the camera is the standard non-HD camera cable. And again, the same manual, but then in different languages. So next up in the box we find a whole lot of baggies, and let's start opening them one by one. This is the charger. Then we have a USB connector, so you can directly connect your camera to your PC to get your images and your movies, etc. off the camera. What I personally use is just taking out the SD card and plugging that into my laptop. It's it's easier for me, so I can just leave the camera at its location. It's easier to run around with a memory card than to run around the house with a camera. So what's in here is the thing you do how do you say that? The power cord. You attach this to it, and it prevents interference, I believe. Not really sure why they use that. And this is the cable I discussed before. This is the standard non-HD, so standard composite cable. This end goes in the camera. This end goes in your TV or whatever device you're using, and that way you can play back. So now to the part where it all comes together, the camera itself. So let's get the box out of the way. This is the Everio HD by JVC. So let's take a closer look at those stickers to see that's also one of the problems with my current camera. The zoom is a bit off once in a while, and this one doesn't do that, hopefully. The things I showed you before, it also has a LED light, so kind of a flashlight thingy, stabilizer, but I believe that's quite common or standard in video cameras. So the lens opens here on the side. This side doesn't really do anything because that's where you hold your hand when filming, if you're not having it in a standee. Here is a little thing for the connector for the charger. Here on the back, this is your record button for video, and on top you have your zoom and your snapshot, so to make a camera a picture. On the back, this is the battery pack that you can click off and attach to a battery charger, or just replace it with another battery. When you open this, there is the SD card, and on the bottom there's also a standard attachment point for standees, etc., which is really useful because I have a standardized standee, so I can just attach this one to it. So the main attraction is of course the side screen and the functions you have over here. You hear it booting up when you open the side screen. Oh, I believe the battery is almost low. Oh, control lens protection because it was closed. It recognizes that there's nothing being recorded. So I'm going to close that for a bit to not distract from the functions over here. You have some recording functions, stabilizer, etc. Sorry for the bad zoom here, for the bad focus. There we go. It's the HDMI port. It's a mini HDMI, USB port, camera on off button. This is where your normal AV cable goes. Here's a little speaker. So let's open it up. Let's put something in front of the camera so we see what we're doing. So I'm filming while I'm filming, right? That's Inception. So when you want to record, you press either the button over here that I showed you before, or just press the touchscreen and it starts recording. You can flip the screen around, which is also a really great function, because when I'm standing in front of the camera recording, I want to be able to see what I'm doing, and that's really something that has a lot of value for me. If you want to go into the menu, just go over here, and this is all the stuff it can do. This is all in Dutch, by the way. I'm Dutch and the camera boots in Dutch. You can also have it check how much percentage someone is smiling, etc. Has a lot of functions that I probably won't use because this is mainly for YouTube recording. But still, if it's extra, it's nice. So that was it, the JVC Everio HD camera. And from now on, all my new videos will be recorded with this. If you have any questions or remarks, please feel free to reply. Oh wait, it also has a little folder on the bottom. Let's see if we can get a zoom on that. That's just some more camera commercial stuff. That's about the super low LED, super low light, records 1 frame at a time set interval. Oh, you can do a time lapse. Cool. And it auto records when a subject enters the detection area. So if I want to film birds at a nest, it starts filming as soon as the bird is at the nest and not just the nest. So like I said, if you have any remarks or comments, feel free to reply. Also check out my channel for a lot of other videos, mostly retro gaming. And check me out on Facebook, facebook.com/drretromd for updates on everything. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.